This past weekend, Sumabato SP53 went down in Japan, the only major to be happening this weekend. And when you hear the words Japanese major, you usually think of upsets. But dear viewers, you ain't seen nothing yet, because this tournament was all upsets. Of the top 8 seeds of this major tier tournament, guess how many of them actually ended up making top 8? 2. Yup, that's right, only 2 of the top 8 seeds actually ended up making top 8. And it's not like this tournament had no notable attendees. We had players like Raru, Snow, Umeki, Level 1, Fui, Tass, 33 Parenbox, Goryoka, and more. And every single one of them was upset before top 8. How did this happen? Well, there's only one way to find out. Today we'll be taking a look at the top 8 of Sumabato SP53, seeing how they got there and how they did within it. And we'll be starting off by taking a look at Losers 8ths, those sets being Rarikukusu versus Shion and Tawati versus Navy. Let's go ahead and start with Tawati and Navy, shall we? If there's one name in this top 8 you probably don't recognize, it's Tawati. Heck, I didn't even know about this player until like a few days ago when I saw a clip of them on Twitter. Tawati is a Sora main who was coming into the tournament as the, get this, 77th seed. Starting off the weekend in pools, Tawati won his first set and then lost his second, losing to a player named Moku Moku. But after dropping into losers, Tawati would win twice to make it into top 96 through losers side, in what would be the longest losers run of this entire tournament. Now in top 96, Tawati first defeated Masamon 3-0, Samurai 3-1, Lax the Crom main 3-1, Mildna HO, formerly Myrudona HO, in another 3-1, marking Tawati's first big upset. But Tawati wasn't done, because he then defeated Goryoka 3-1, Deer, a player who was on quite the run of their own, in another 3-1, and lastly, to cap off this Cinderella losers run to top 8, Tawati defeated 33 Parenbox 3-1, making it into losers side top 8. Navy is a Luigi main I've mentioned several times on this channel before, and in fact, Navy was one of the 2 top 8 seeds who actually ended up making top 8. In this case, with Navy coming into Sumabato SP53 as the 8th seed. Navy started off the weekend by getting through pools flawlessly, not dropping a game on the way into top 96. Once in top 96, Navy defeated Lax in a close game 5 set and Shirayuki in a 3-0 sweep, making it into winners quarterfinals. Here though, Navy had to go up against Taikei, Japan's second best Sonic, who had just defeated Raru. Yes, really. Taikei's streak of upsets against Luigi mains would not stop here, with Navy losing in a close game 5 set, dropping into losers, where Navy then just defeated Karage in a 3-0 sweep to enter into top 8 through losers side, in order to go up against Tawati.
しかしそれに対してネイビーは構えていた外回避を見ている外回避だが上からネイビーは帰ってくるがそれをケアしてエリアルスイープだがしかしまだ撃墜には至らない109、163そこでサイクロンという有志のドン取り回しでしたここはふわっと浮いたところでしたがそれをカバーするかのような着地外展開ずっと続けエリアルスイープではないクエルここでダブルアップ狙おうとしたがここにでもマルチストとは変わりませんこの展開は掴まれた下の位からサイクロン抜け出した上スマッシュ一撃を狙うファイヤーボルトで一旦ラインを仕上げます108、83つかみは大丈夫そして上スマッシュコンボでこれは届いたその道はまだ終わらないしかしその道をぶった切ろうとネイビーが 104% もう何も食らってはいけない崖上がり上スマッシュ回避上がりを
And in the end, Navy ended up defeating Tawati in a 3-1 victory, ending the Cinderella run. With this, Navy moved on in bracket and Tawati was eliminated at 7th place as the 77th seed, while also joining Rarcure as the only 2 Sora mains to top 8 a major this ranking season. Now let's take a look at the other side of losers 8ths, Rarikukusu versus Shion. Rarikukusu, a Donkey Kong Falco co-main most known in the States for defeating Spargo, was entering into the tournament as the 11th seed, starting off the weekend by getting through pools, though not flawlessly, dropping several games on the way and going game 5 against Zack, but making it into top 96 through winners either way. Once here though, Robert Kikusu would immediately get upset by Greninja main Suna, dropping into losers bracket early. From here, Robert Kikusu went on a phenomenal losers run. Not the longest, but definitely the most stacked. First defeating Palutena main Crete 3-1, Ku 3-0, and then, get this, both Rauru and Snow in 3-1 victories, defeating both top-level Mario brothers. Lastly, Robert Kikusu went to Game 5 against Daigoro, a Korin main, who uses Joy-Cons by the way, who's been up and coming for quite some time. Though luckily for Robert Kikusu, he was able to defeat Daigoro in a close Game 5 set, making it into loser side top 8. Xion is an up-and-coming hero main, who you probably know as the Xion who defeated Mia after only playing the game for a couple of months. Xion was coming into Sumabato SP53 as the 30th seed, and started off the weekend by sweeping pools flawlessly, not dropping a game on the way into top 96. Once here, Xion would immediately make waves, first defeating Snow in a Game 5 set, before then also defeating Goryoka, moving into winners quarterfinals. Though, once here, Xion would lose a close Game 5 set against Greninja main Suna, dropping into the losers bracket. From here, Xion went up against Isabelle and Game & Watch co-main Furada Ramen, which means, yeah, we actually could have seen Isabelle in top 8 of a major. Though sadly enough for all the Isabelle believers, Xion defeated Furada Ramen in a quick 3-0, making it into losers side top 8, in order to go up against Robert Kikusu.
ここは移動回避で捕まるところを捉えて眠らされた横スマッシュで一撃横スマッシュ狙いますが下投げから一発されてこれは空中バリア当たらずともしっかり装着しようところを上空中しろだがしかし受けるダメージが増えているぞ空中打ったらさらにちょっと上スマッシュリオリムで帰ってくるところに一撃を通し見せた空中しろ駆け上がりだがしかしまだ現地は至らない移動回避の取る耐えるところ読み切ってはいるが MP を失わせているで144イオン持続が長い何を狙っているイオンもう一丁だがしかし下から書いてあったその場上がり横強動いて食べるの一撃で撃墜に至るでしょう前回した時にしっかりガードしきってこれはどうだポケモンスタジアム2だ 70% は撃墜対短い人で絞りましたししかし空中下り空中はわずかに80は撃墜対だこれも撃墜対非常に左状態ですジャンプの読み合いはつかみで取ったタメルは一撃だビオリムにはどうだストック1対1並んだ81はどうだ天井届いた
And in a close Game 5 set, Robert Kikusu defeated Xion 3-2, moving on in bracket and eliminating Xion at 7th place as the 30th seed. But before we can catch up with Suna and Robert Kikusu in losers bracket, we have to take a look up at winners semifinals, those sets being Rocky vs Taikei and Suna vs Doramigi. Let's go ahead and start with Suna and Doramigi, shall we? Suna is a name that's come up several times in this video by now. Heck, I've practically told you Suna's entire winners run already. But coming into the tournament as the 22nd seed, Suna started off the weekend by getting through pools. Though not flawlessly, going Game 5 against Takaberry, but clutching it out anyways to make top 96. Once here, Suna got a string of good wins, defeating both Robert Kikusu and Deer in 3-1 victories, before lastly defeating Xion in a close Game 5 set, making it into winner's side top 8. Doramigi is the other top 8 seed at this tournament who actually ended up making top 8. And in fact, Doramigi is the only top 8 seed who didn't lose a set prior to top 8. Coming into Sumabato SP53 as the 2nd seed, Doramigi started off the weekend by sweeping pools flawlessly, making top 96 without breaking a sweat. From here, Doramigi defeated Bayomei Nizamamo 3-0, Nae 3-1, and lastly, Daigoro in a 3-0 sweep, making it into winner's side top 8 in order to go up against Suna.
さあそしてわからんさあやばいさあここは当たるぞドラゴンの横スマッシュまだ耐えるものの状況は悪いメガボルトバッチリ襲いかかる2回目ルートがない上からこのだけ空中しろさあ走り抜けられるかスマッシュお見事 このドラミギも苦しい状況が続く。横スマッシュ着地がリー見えてきてるでしょう。さあこのままあらららららら、さあここはハイドロポンプまずいぞ。水をかけた結果ストックを失ってしまった。ストック並んで、そしてこの展開でメンメンドラミギメンメンがおいおいおい大好物の展開。おいおいおいおいおいいったー
And in the end, Dora Migi defeated Suna in a 3-0 sweep. Quite impressive given that Greninja is in contention for being Minmin's worst matchup. With this win, Dora Migi moved into winners finals and cast Suna down into losers against Navy. But before we see that set, we have to see the other side of winners semis, Rocky versus Taike. Dedicated viewers of mine are likely to know who Rocky is. The Steve Kazuya co-main, who was coming into this tournament as the 13th seed. Starting off the weekend, Rocky swept pools absolutely flawlessly to make top 96 through winners. And once here, Rocky went on a string of fantastic wins, defeating Kananabe 3-0, level 1 in a close game 5 set, and lastly, 33 Parenbox 3-0, making it into winner's side top 8. And last but not least, Taike is a name that really dedicated channel viewers should know from my coverage of the Wave Champions series of tournaments. He's widely considered to be the second best Sonic main in Japan, and was coming into this tournament as the 16th seed. Taike started off the weekend by getting through pools, though not flawlessly, dropping a game but making top 96 anyways. Once here, Taike went on a fantastic tear through winners, defeating Steve Minmin co-main Avaru 3-1, the first seed of the entire tournament, Raru, in a close game 5 set, and then another Luigi main, Navy, in yet another game 5, like we covered earlier, making winner's side top 8 in order to go up against Rocky.
でしたね。いわゆるダブルマークなるダメージを取ってラキガーが大幅リード、トロッコで突っ込んでくる。さあそのまま空中後ろ当たってしまって、これラキ選手も金にしたのがめちゃくちゃうまい。鉄事件枯渇しないように、うまい、目の前横スマッシュ。この上からの差し込みを匂わせてラキガーにプレッシャーをかけていく。いやーまいね。おお取った。ここは金床が降ってきた。来ないなら、これもね相手に対してメッセージを与えるような。うまい、避けたぞ上スマッシュ。反撃バッチリ。空中後ろの耐久がうまくて、さあこのまま撃墜まで見えるこのパーセント。横スマッシュ攻めてくるところ、上京からの空中後ろ、まだ届かないがもう次はない。カウントダウンは始まっていた。着地に横スマッシュ、お見事。
And in the end, opting for his Steve instead of his Kazuya, Rocky defeated Taike 3-0, advancing into winners finals against Dora Migi and casting Taike down into losers quarters in order to go up against Rarukakusu. And since we're talking about that set already, let's just go watch it now, shall we?
ここは外に構えて落ち着く落体系です。そしてここはスピンから空中前、最後は駆け足展開を捉えた。試合を掘り進めていきます。横強攻撃だがここで外に出した体系だ。ここで撃墜とした体系、これスピンから空中前、さらに外に出して体系、これは狙っているぞ。回避上がりの位置、つかみは通らない。88、115、空中後ろでこれは撃墜。残り30秒、これでストック2対1。ラリックス先生、ラリックス先生ですが空中後ろ、左から右、体系が押し流す。空母もう一丁、こちらも直当てには直当てでお返し。ここは空中前強気、60、126、空中下合わせようとしたところ合わさせず、スピンから空中後ろ。
And ultimately, Taike defeated all of Rarukakusu's characters in a 3-0 set, moving on in bracket and eliminating Rarukakusu at 5th place as the 11th seed. Taike now sat in loser semifinals, and in order to see who else would make it here, we have to see the other side of losers quarters, Navy versus Suna.
そうですね、なぜかスイッチがある。さあこれは下投げからのスパイクのお見事。今のめちゃくちゃ臭い。いやでも今のも左っぽいけどな。さあここはどうする。ジャストから下強、お見事。対策バッチリ。これでそこから並びます。上スマッシュ、片当たり。おおまだ回せる。あららら、あうまいうまいうまいうまい。クルーズ前が待って、相手が前に出るところに置いてある。駆け上がり、そのまま駆け上がりを捉えている。バッチリ転がりを捉えて上スマッシュ。はい、本当にキャラでいうとこなんか2キャラ分ぐらいの。ああこれ大丈夫、大丈夫ですか。大丈夫ですね。あ大丈夫だねー砂の試合を始めたいところですが、なかなかペースを握らせてもらえない。掴んで投げてサイクロンで
フィニッシュだって有利だから。さあお互いこの倒しちゃった。チョップ一戦このだけ集中しろ。さあジャンプがない。とどめを刺すだけだ。お見事。さあこのフルゲームにしてお互い前のめりになってきている。空中前からさあこれは掴んで投げて上 B フィニッシュ。スーパージャンプパンチ。そしてさあこれで DA からのターンが始まる。ネイビーかが上京からのスーパージャンプパンチ。
And in a close Game 5 set, Navy defeated Suna 3-0, moving on in bracket and eliminating Suna at 5th place as the 22nd seed, with yet another Greninja making top 8 at a major. Navy now advanced into losers semifinals in order to go up against Taikei, the runback from winners quarterfinals.
どこ掴んでんの。空中前からもう一回スピンを掴んで空後ろ撃墜。空中へ追いかけて掴んで反転ウェディ。ご褒美の時間が来るか。ウォーミングで追撃。お見事。空 N で止めた後気づけば71。圧力をかけているのはルイージ側か。横スマッシュが下強から暴れを選択。体系ソニック横強間合いを詰めてきっちり空後ろ基地側としてスピンから崩れるのを待つ。横スマッシュを DA に差し返す。そういう心持ちでしょう。体系ソニックさりとてネイビールイージ1回引っ掛ければ撃墜できるこの精度がある。回避をギリギリ上スマッシュで刈り取るタイミング。ここで空中後ろ使い切っての立ち回り。体系ソニック主導権を握るか。空中前で直接撃墜。スピンが刺されば取れるところを取っていく。サイクルの流れから空中前。これはジャンプがない。
And in yet another close Game 5 set, Taikei defeated Navy 3-2, eliminating Navy at 4th place as the 8th seed and allowing Taikei to move on into losers finals. And to find out who would meet him here, we have to take a look up at winners finals, Rocky versus Doramigi.
ただ左側に運ぶのはちょっと難しかった。
いやーこの空中前が強いやっぱり。
さあマリトから髪を通しておっとそのまま台の上。腕は間に合うがストレスのホットリング。それを差し返すように対して工夫実験1回置いていますがこの
危ない
場所ラインは
うまい
届くんですが
そうですね。
素晴らしい動き。この温存が逆選手逆転までの一手になるか。
うまい読んでる。
浮かしてどうだ。
100点満点。
ほら
あれこれどう
どうするんだい。どうするんだい。
コンボね。
なるほど。うまい。台から5番出しも折り込みのエブント。
届いたー。だけやり。お、よけてる。うまい。
完全に撃墜のルートを取っている。
お見事。あ、よけた。
圏内。どうだい。
はい。
おいなんだこりゃ。
ドロン。
粉さん。ドロン粉撃墜です。ドラゴンレーザー当たるフレームでしたか。
そうでしたね。まあカズヤの上ビーこう上昇しきった後に一瞬停滞する時間があるんでね。あらー。
サミは完全に撃。さあライン回復をさせないように空中前も起きながら。
そうですね。いやそうなんですよ。
これはクラスターは置くのか。空中前。
うまい終わったー。
ラキそのまま勝者側優勝駆け上がる。
And in the end, in a surprising upset victory, Rocky defeated Doramigi 3-1 using his Kazuya. This allowed Rocky to move into grand finals through winner's side and cast Doramigi down into losers finals in order to go up against Taikei.
ドラミギ再びリードを奪う。しかしこれは空中前がつながっている。そのバーガリー今度はメガブルと切り耐え切った。早めの空中前構想して空への反転空後ろラインを入れ替えて空中後ろ転がり上がりを見ている。からの羽をきれいに避けるアクションゲーム。崖に行きます。そのバーガリー通したドラミギ。これは空中前体型うますぎる。ジャン フック阻止狙いに行きます。ドラ右、これはドラゴンがフラグ分け、2段ジャンプを使った後空前腕を伸ばして帰ってきたのはドラ右、掴んで上投げ、空中へスピン、痛いやつ、軸をずらしたらバネで追いかけてくる。背景ソニックが仕上がってきた。空中前で外に出してジャストシールドからプレッシャーをかけ続ける体型、帰れない。
And in yet another upset, Taikei defeated Doramigi 3-1, eliminating Doramigi at 3rd place as the 2nd seed, and allowing Taikei to move on into grand finals through loser's side, the run back from winner's semis. We are now seeing a grand finals at a major where neither player has ever won a major before. It's time to see which one of them would claim their first.
カナトコ、トロッコ全て拒否して体系、ここでトールが、あ、それは無理ですね。ここでカウントダウンが始まってカード仕切ってタイムアップでラッキースティーブ1本目、空中後ろ圧力をかけているラケルクス、マネ空中後ろ直接叩く、フォーミング、これはどうだ、なるほど、滑空でまだ大丈夫だが、いやーセミの手を緩めない追撃、ラッキー、優勝まで一部の甘えもない。ジャストシールド空中、空間一気に 50%、 まさかメテオからブロックを使って完璧。
And with an emphatic finish, Rocky defeated Taikei 3-0, eliminating Taikei at 2nd place as the 16th seed, and with Rocky winning Sumabato SP53 as the 13th seed. This tournament was absolutely insane, maybe the craziest of this ranking season. Only 2 of the top 8 seeds actually ended up making top 8, and as soon as you thought it'd be an easy win for Doramigi, he gets double upset and eliminated at 3rd. Though that's not to say Doramigi had a terrible performance. Just not getting upset at this tournament was impressive enough in my book. This tournament saw the rise of players who have been on steady inclines for a while, like Rocky, Taikei, and Shion, while also seeing massive breakouts into top 8 of a major. Most notably from Tawati's Cinderella run, but you could also say the same for Suna. Either way, this tournament is sure to shake up the rankings quite a bit. Though, by how much? Only time will tell. And when that time comes, I'll be here. But for today, that's going to be it for today's video. Before I go, shout out to my patrons Logan S, Persipom, Wawa, Mrs. Sinister, Ocean Man, Mistybot, Diamond Blaze, and my 2 patrons Iltis and Ben L. Additionally, shout out my YouTube members DJO Jr., Kirby Fan, Nexus, Loco Soko, and my 2 member Wu-Tang Forever. Lastly, extra special thanks to my Tier 3 supporters Myriad, who says Big D will make it out of his slump, Avidun, who says Mr. Rice is the GOAT of Smash content, Iltis, who says MK Leo always comes back, Grant I Am, and Stormtrooper 101. If you want to support me using any of these methods, links in the description down below. Don't miss my next upload, but until then, I've been Mr. Mice, and thank you all so very much for watching.